Well, First Aid Kit first caught my attention early last year with the song Hard Believer from their debut album, The Big, Black, and the Blue. Now with a new album set for release in January and a show tonight at the Troubadour in West Hollywood, we welcome sisters Joanna and Clara Soderberg, First Aid Kit. Good morning.
Good morning.
How are you?
We're good.
Yeah, we're great.
Excellent.
How are you?
I'm good, thank you. It's great to have you here.
It's good to be here.
So let's get into your first set, and then we'll break in between and find out more about you. First Aid Kit live on KCRW.
Now the pale morning sings of forgotten things. She plays a tune for those who wish to overlook the fact that they've been blindly deceived by those who preach and pray and teach. But she falls short and the night explodes in laughter. So don't you come here and say I didn't warn you about the way your world can alter, and oh how you try to command it all. Still every single time it all shifts one way or the other. And I'm a goddamn coward, but then again so are you. And the lions roar, the lions roar. That's me evading and hollering for you. And I never really knew what to do. Well, I guess sometimes I wish you're a little more predictable, that I could read you just like a book. For now I can only guess what's coming next by examining your timid smile and the waves of the old wind blowing you back around. And I'm a goddamn fool, but then again so are you. And the lions roar, the lions roar. Has me sticking out and searching for you. And I never really knew what to do. Sometimes I wish I could find my rosemary hill. I'd sit there and look at the deserted lakes, and I'd sing. And every once in a while I'd sing a song for you that would rise above the mountains and the stars and the sea. And if I wanted it to, it would lead you back to me. And the lions roar, the lions roar is something that I have heard before. A children's tale, the lonesome wail of a lion's roar. Yeah, you cooked his dinners and you raised his children, and still he's not satisfied. He says, I'd rather switch with you. You don't know how hard it is to work from 9 to 5. But he speaks with his eyes closed, and even though you're not alone, he's never there to be with you. And you remember when you were young, well, that was new and it was fun. Now every corner's filled with dust. But you're not coming home tonight. You just took the train and you left without a way. You figured he'd never let you leave anyway. And now you're sitting on that train, seeing life in a new way. And every force sings a song, one for the heartbroken lovers and one for the dreamers. And then there's one just for you. The wind's been humming on it all day, and the soil lies awake, waiting for its drum solo. 'Cause you're not coming home tonight. You're coming home tonight. The ship is sailing, I'll see you on the other side. The future's unclear, but hopefully it will be fine. You're not coming home tonight. I wish I could believe in something bigger, more than these trees, these winds, these oceans. I wish I could believe what they tell me. I saw my brother pack his bags and leave. We made our goodbyes, and now he's settled down in a city where he doesn't have to be himself. He used to play an untuned guitar while he sang about me, and he sang about the stars. I used to dream about another time, but now it's all clear. That's the only time I wish would come back. I wish I could hold on a little longer, still my weary stomach and calm my hunger. I wish I could believe what they taught me. I saw an old photograph, the picture that appeared, well, it took me back to the times when she was around. She used to play that old mandolin, and the moon and the sea invited her in. I wish that I had told her by then, but she knew deep down that she'd only wish that time would come back. Marianne stood by the window, looking out on the street as the cars sailed by. Knew you, wondered if he was going to magically reappear, step out of his car, run into your arms, Marianne. You could wait for a sign, but you're just killing time, and it's killed you too. What you can put behind, it'll stay in your mind, and it'll haunt you. Down, down, down. He was your only son, like you were your mother's only daughter. You have to believe when they say, believe because of you or me, but because he saw no other way. Marianne, you could wait for a sign, but you're just killing time, and it's killing you too. What you can put behind, it'll stay in your mind, and it'll haunt you. Down, down, down. And I'm not looking for a reason, I'm looking for truth. But if I find it meanwhile, it could be of good use. But there's no use in blaming yourself. It won't lead to anything. But what good does a song? But what good does convincing? I'm not waiting for you to get over this emptiness and fear. It won't cease to exist. I just wish that you would come to see that everything is the way it must be. And if I am wrong, Marianne, you may call me a liar.
First Aid Kit live on KCRW. Very nice. So I mentioned in the intro that I first came across Hard Believer. I guess this was South by Southwest, not this year, but the year before. So that was 2010. And I just enjoyed that song. You know, I didn't know anything about you, but it just really stood up as a song. And I've played that pretty consistently since then. So good stuff. But you've been to the States quite a few times since then. Seems like you've been touring quite a lot. How many times have you been through America?
We've been here 6 times, I think.
Yeah,
I'm not sure.
I think so.
Have
Yeah,
you been enjoying it?
Oh, yeah.
very much so. Yes.
You had a show just last night, actually,
Yeah.
and I was surprised to see you opening for, well, another Swedish artist, Licky Lee. How did that go?
Really well.
Really, really well.
We loved it.
We were surprised and thrilled.
Because it seems like she's kind of coming across as much more of a pop artist in the U.S. So it was interesting that you would be opening, but maybe that's the Swedish connection, you know.
Well, I think there's other connections in our music too. I think there's some kind of like darkness, and I think her lyrics are really great. And I mean, we love her. I think she's amazing. And
You know, she actually does have some history as, you know, kind of like this. I've seen her performing in like a street busker style before,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah.
So I guess there is kind of a folk connection. But anyway, so you guys have an interesting pedigree as you join us. You originally signed by Rabid Records, which is co-owned by The Knife. And then you were picked up by Wichita Records, who have brought us bands like Block Party and Bright Eyes. You recorded a 7-inch single for Jack White's Third Man. And now for this album, you ended up working with Mike Mogus on this latest record, Lion's Roar. So it seems like a lot of, you know, very cool things, you know, have happened, and in some ways, I guess a little bit unexpected. Like I wouldn't have expected Rabid Records to pick you up straight away.
no,
Yeah,
well,
that's a funny story.
yeah.
I mean, it's kind of, our brother went to the same kindergarten as Karin from The Knife.
her kids. And
Yeah,
so,
yeah, her kids. I mean,
yeah.
she didn't go to kindergarten, but and our mom started talking to her and like, you know, my daughters are making music, and she just started helping us out. And I don't know, it's just kind of, these things are really unexpected, and
Yeah.
they just
Yeah.
sort of happened
Yeah.
in this magical way, and we're just very grateful
Yeah.
they did.
No, it's good. I mean, it's the same way that I picked up on your first song. You know, I just wasn't overthinking it. I was just enjoying the music. So how do young women from Sweden come into contact, get introduced to American folk artists and country artists? Was that just a natural thing to happen for you?
Well, yeah, I mean, I think that kind of music is, I mean, a lot of people listen to it in Sweden. It's not like it's not very rare, I think. But yeah, I guess I was lucky enough to just like find people who like that kind of music and told me to listen to it, which I did, and I just fell in love with it. I just felt like I was home. And I think Joanna felt the same way.
yes.
You know, whether you're from Sweden or anywhere, I think it, you know, for young women to be interested, as interested as you've been in this music, is something that's very encouraging, I think, to a lot of people. You've covered Buffy St. Marie. You've covered the Louvain brothers as well. And these are, you know, this is deep in the country and gospel and folk world in America.
Mm-hmm.
So nice one.
Thank you.
Keep doing it, you know, keep doing what you're doing.
You won't be able to stop us.
So
Promise you.
the new album, tell us a little bit about working with Mike Mogus.
That was a dream come true. It was just insane because we've listened to Bright Eyes for such a long time. They were kind of the band that got us into folk and country music.
Mm-hmm.
So to work with him was such a huge honor, and
Yeah, it was just
Yeah.
so great. We went to Omaha, recorded. We were there for a month, and yeah, it was just. I mean, it couldn't have gone better. Like we just.
connected.
Yeah.
And
How were you
Yeah.
first introduced to him?
Well, that was just a friend of mine who said, "Don't listen to the music you're listening to. Listen to Bright Eyes." And I
yeah,
did.
but Mike saw us in Austin.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
that's what you mean. Okay.
Yeah.
At
Yeah,
South
yeah.
by?
Yeah,
Yes,
exactly.
Or
No, it wasn't.
Austin City Limits.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, that's how we met Mike.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. So have you taken these songs out yet? I know you opened with The Lion's Roar, which is kind of the first
Yeah.
you know, single. But have you been performing many other songs from the forthcoming album?
Yeah, we played some new songs, and we're gonna play another new song as well, like premiering it sort of on radio.
Mhm.
So
In this
really,
next set.
really exciting.
And what song is that?
It's called Emmylou.
Ah, I love this. Now, this is you're citing some real country music greats. Emmylou Harris is cited in the song Johnny Cash. You know, good stuff. So, had you been listening to these artists for a long time?
Yes.
Yes, we were inspired by them.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're just at Joshua Tree and recorded a music video, and we stayed at Joshua Tree Inn where Graham died. And
This is
Graham
where
Parsons.
it was
yeah.
his birthday.
Yeah.
So
It was pretty special.
yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Very, very cool. A couple other songs I wanted to mention, which are not, I don't believe you're playing, but I just wanted to point out that I like. I've only listened to the record, you know, maybe twice overnight because it's under super secure kind of, I couldn't have a copy or anything. But To a Poet, I like a lot.
Thank you.
I like
I like it too.
the lyric in there, which is there's nothing more to it, just get through it. I just think that's just a cool thought. Also Blue, which is a very distinctive song because it kind of has more of a contemporary edge in the production there. But is there anything particular about that song, a story attached to the writing or recording of Blue?
Well, I mean, that song just has, like you say, a very distinct sound. It's a bit more pop sounding than anything we've done before.
Yeah, I
Like-
mean, writing that song, I think I was just like sitting playing around on the auto harp. That's sort of like how it usually happens, and just playing around on something and something. So it's not, I don't know, like it's hard because I mean, I can't say like we were like very inspired by this and that's why it's so distinct, different, from
But I think it
anything
has
else,
like
but-
this kind of 60s retro sound
Yeah.
to it. And really, yeah, we like that. We'll see what direction we'll go towards in the future, but we think it was an interesting experiment for
Yeah,
sure.
it caught my ear, especially for a radio audience. It feels a little poppier. Lastly, I want to ask you about country music in America and whether, you strive to come to the attention of that whole genre. Because, for me, you've come up through more of alternative music circles, indie rock, alternative folk, not really straight ahead country. But you certainly could and may have an audience in that world. But do you worry about that at all?
I mean, we try not to worry, about who's going to listen to our music when when we make it. We can only care about what we think ourselves, and so if whoever will like it, we're happy. That's the way it is.
Just let the music speak.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right. Well, let's do that. First Aid Kit are live in studio, and we have tickets coming up a little bit later for their show tonight at the Troubadour, along with some CDs and a 7-inch of The Lion's Roar, that new 7-inch single. All right, it's music from First Aid Kit live on KCRW.
1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3.
So you ask for my opinion. Well, what is there to say? To be honest and just foolish won't make you wanna stay. You gotta go on and get moving, and I can't do that for you. Got so many plans and so much you want to do. Love is tough, time is rough. Love is Stockholm's cold, but I've been told I was born to endure this kind of weather. When it's you I find like a ghost in my mind. I am defeated and I gladly wear the crown. I'll be your Emmylou and I'll be your June if you'll be my Graham and my Johnny too. No, I'm not asking much of you. Just sing, little darling, sing with me. Now so much I know that things just don't grow if you don't bless them with your patience. And I've been there before. I held up the door for every stranger with a promise. But I'm holding back, that's the strength that I lack. Every morning keeps returning at my window, and it brings me to you, and I won't just pass through. But I'm not asking for a storm. I'll be your Emmylou and I'll be your June if you'll be my Graham and my Johnny too. No, I'm not asking much of you. Just sing, little darling, sing with me. And yes, I might have lied to you. We wouldn't benefit from knowing the truth. I was frightened, but I held fast. I need you now at long last. I'll be your Emmylou and I'll be your June if you'll be my Graham and my Johnny too. No, I'm not asking much of you. Just sing, little darling, sing with me. I'll be your Emmylou and I'll be your June if you'll be my Graham and my Johnny too. No, I'm not asking much of you. Just sing, little darling, sing with me. Just sing, little darling, sing with me. All of these ghost towns I keep traveling through, all of these traffic signs, the lonesome bars blindsiding me to you, and I swear I can be better. I could be more to you, but there are things that lie in my path that I just have to do. If you've got visions of the past, let them follow you down, or they'll come back to you someday. And I found myself attached to this railroad track, but I'll come back to you someday. To you, to you, to you. got visions of the past, let them follow you down, for they'll come back to you someday. And I found myself attached to this railroad track, but I'll come back to you someday. To you, to you, to you, someday. Well, maybe I should just turn around and walk away. For no matter how much I really do want to stay, you know I can't. No, it's too late. For I found myself attached to this railroad track, but I'll come back to you someday. To you, to you, to you. Someday. I met up with a king. He confessed his body was burning. I met up with a king. His body had begun to rot, and he said, "Don't think less of me. I'm still the same man I used to be." But no one believed him. No one believed him. I once knew a pretty girl, and she was in love with the world, and she loved a young man who loved her body but never saw her mind. He took everything she had kept, and then took everything else that was left. But no one believed her. No one believed her. I feel just like the king as I fall on the muddy ground. I feel just like you, gal. There's people thinking they know something now. Well, I don't
Nice. First Aid Kit live on KCRW. Headphones flying. So live tonight at the Troubadour, we have tickets for the show. In fact, we kind of have a First Aid Kit for KCRW members. This will include the Lions Roar 7-inch, also the Big Black and the Blue CD autographed, along with these tickets. So if you have not won a giveaway from us in the past 90 days, call us right now in studio at 877-600-KCRW. That's 877-600-5279. We have CDs, 7-inch vinyl editions, and tickets available to our current members only. First come, first served basis. They're non-transferable. All right, well, enjoy the show tonight at the Troubadour. And where are you off to after that?
Going to Oakland.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right, nice. Well, all the best to you. Thank you for coming through KCRW.
Thank you
Thank
so
you.
much.
All right, First Aid Kit live on Morning Becomes Eclectic. Yeah, do you have an encore or?
We do, yes.
please
We
do.
just weren't sure if we
I'm
were-
sorry. No,
Sure. All
please,
right.
please do.
All right.
Okay.
Let's not spill the truth. It's easier being bold. You're a shadow of the old, and I want something new. You've quit dreaming again. I can see it now clear. But I wake up every morning with a big black and the Let's take this for what it is. You tell me you have changed. Well, we all change in our ways and our own pretty ways. La da 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 da. La da 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 da. It all comes down to this. I'm an ocean, you're the rain. The ice is melting fast, but you're not pulling down the brakes. You'll start drinking again. I can see it now clear. How you wake up every morning with a new bird in your cage. The most peaceful town once was the battleground. Well, we all change in our ways and our own pretty ways. Even in our holy state, someone dares to demonstrate. Well, we all fight in our ways, but nothing will ever change. La da 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 da. La da 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 da. La da 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 da. La da 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 da.
Well, many thanks to First Aid Kit for joining us live in studio today. Also thanks to JC Swadak, our sound engineer, Alex Piros, sound intern, Robert LaFond, web video producer. Also thanks to Laura Haber, Dave Sanford, their dad, Bankt Soderberg, and Christina Hale. Paul Shapiro for production assistance here in studio. Ariana Morgenstern, the producer of Morning Becomes Eclectic. I'm Jason Bentley with you 9 to noon for MBE. Coming up to the point with Warren Alney following.